Namaste student, Khushro Bitia. I am JVN Dr. Meenakshi Maheshwari, Assistant Professor in Management Department, Jyoti Vidyapeeth, Women's University, Jaipur. In today's session, we are going about discuss the business organization. In this subject, our topic is international trade in risk. So let's start about international trade risk. Business involved in international trade to deal not just with risk locally but also other business development risks such as ethics, transportation, intellectual property, credit, currency, and lot more. These risks can obstruct the smooth running of the business, and hence appropriate measures need to be taken to limit their effects. Here are 6 risks commonly faced by business involved in international trade and effective ways to manage them. The first one is credit risk. Counterparty on credit risk is the risk associated with not collecting an account receivable. There are numerous ways in which business can guard themselves against the risk while expanding to global market. First one, take payment in full or a decent percentage of money upfront. Taking 100% of the amount owed or a fair percent before rendering the services at the time of the placement of an order can be used to cut down administrative expenses and finance charge that eliminates the risk of non-payment. Although this may be difficult for new business and exports, it can be worked out with little negotiation. Second is letter of credit. This refers to a commitment issued by a financial institution wherein the institution agrees to pay a set of amount to the service product provided in exchange for delivery within a set time frame. This offers protection to both the seller and the buyer. It includes a detailed description of the shipment as well as the term of sale. There are several other techniques available for limiting credit risk. You can try what works best for you. Second is intellectual property risk. This risk involves third party making unauthorized use of the strategic information of a business or property that affects the value of service or product offered by a business, either directly or indirectly. These risks increase tenfold when doing business overseas because of the difficulties that exist in defeating business rights remotely. This can be avoided by registering the corporate name as well as the trademark before signing an agreement in any country. It will also be beneficial to constantly modify and improve your services or products to remain ahead of the competition. Third is foreign exchange risk. This usually concerns the accounts payable and receivable for contrast that are or soon would be in force. Foreign exchange rates are in flux constantly and businesses would be forced to make conversions of the fund generated overseas at rates lower than what is budgets. This is to the reason why it is crucial for business to have an appropriate exchange policy in place. This will help in first one is stabilizing profit margin over sales made, mitigating the negative impact of fluctuating rates on sales and procurement. Next is enhancing cash flow control. Next is simplifying domestic and foreign pricing. Businesses need to identify foreign exchange risk to frame an effective policy. It is also essential to recognize the tools available for hedging these risks and carry out a cooperative analysis on a regular basis for selecting the best tool available. Fourth is ethics risk. It is a vital to maintain a highly ethical standard when offering any product or services in a global market. Companies may face certain questions pertaining to their values at any point while doing international trade. Social conditions and customs vary from country to country, and hence it is necessary to be especially vigilant. You need to make sure that your foreign suppliers and partners adhere to your values and rules regardless of where they operate from. Fifth is shipping risk. Whether you are shipping goods abroad or locally, you may face issues such as contamination, accident, vandalism, theft, loss, and breakage. Before shipping any goods to the buyer, you need to make sure to have sufficient insurance. The International Chamber of Commerce has laid down rules for each party involved in international trade and their responsibility with regard to shipping risk. It is best to go through the rules and take necessary precautionary steps. Six is country political risk. These are risks such as non-tariff trade barriers, central bank exchange regulation, or ban on the sales of certain products in specific countries. For instance, several countries have banned products obtained from animal species. There would be certain things that would never be under your control, such as sanction, and you must be prepared in order to overcome them. You can find more information on such restrictions by checking the official website of the Ministry of Foreign Affairs and Trade for the specific country. Next is exchange control regulation. Several developing nations operate certain exchange control regulations that are associated with the flow of money from and to their country. You need to identify if these regulations are effective in the country which you intend to trade with. This is because these can delay your payment. Prohibited goods. You need to make sure to carry out basic research on the import and export allowance offered by the country you are interested to carry out your business in. There are many products that are prohibited or restricted in some countries. For instance, what is acceptable in China may not allowed in New Zealand. You need to make sure to check out all the rules pertaining to your target market in the country you are interested to carry out trade with. Whenever you are exporting certain products, it is essential to get them verified so that they meet the requirements of the country you would be exporting to. It is mandatory to obtain an export certificate before you actually commence trading globally. Customs will then verify details associate with your export certificate. It is better to be familiar with all the rules that you are governed with while trading globally, rather than face hurdles at a later stage. This will help you operate your business without any hassles once you have set your rules. Author Bob, these are the risk of international trade. I repeat, business involved in international trade have to deal not just with risk locally but also other business develop risks such as ethics, transportation, intellectual property, credit, currency, and a lot more. First one is credit risk. In this, take payment in full or a decent percentage of money upfront. Second is letter of credit. Next is second intellectual property risk. In this, third is foreign exchange risk. In this, stabilizing profit margin over sales made, enhancing cash flow control, simplifying domestic and foreign pricing, mitigating the negative impact of fluctuating rates on sales and procurement. Fourth is ethics risk. 5 is shipping risk, and 6 is country and political risk. In this, exchange control regulations, prohibited goods, and so on. In this session, important question asked in the examination: describe risk in the international trade. Thank you. This session is powered by Jayoti Vidyapeeth Women's University. If you have any queries, we will discuss in problem solving. Thank you.